You'd be surprised how easy it is to break someone out of a U.S. prison until you almost get your entire team killed. I'm a professional who spent the last 8 years orchestrating escapes for gangs, mafias, and even some governments. Breaking someone out of prison isn't as glamorous as it sounds. It's careful, dangerous work that requires lots of planning. Prisons in the U.S., despite their intimidating presence, have a lot of common flaws. They share similar blueprints, have predictable guard routines, and are often understaffed or overworked. My job was to exploit these weaknesses. The first step was always scouting. Understanding the layout, the guard schedules, and the security protocols was crucial. I relied heavily on insider information, guards willing to look the other way for the right price, inmates who could provide details, and sometimes even blueprints from the original construction. Mapping out every inch of the facility was essential. We had to know where the cameras were, the blind spots, the guard towers, and any weak points in the structure. For gadgets, we needed a variety of tools. Hacking devices were crucial for bypassing electronic locks and disabling security systems. We used secure radios and encrypted phones to ensure constant, untraceable communication. Disguises and uniforms were a must to blend in with prison staff or maintenance crews. For the actual escape, cutting tools, grappling hooks, and other equipment were often necessary. And we always carried items to create distractions, like smoke bombs or small incendiary devices, to draw attention away from our escape route. Selecting the right crew was just as important. I looked for tech experts who could hack into security systems and create blind spots in camera coverage. Muscle was needed for physical confrontations and heavy lifting. Inside men, such as guards or staff members willing to provide valuable information and assistance, were indispensable. And of course, we needed reliable drivers who knew the area and could navigate quickly and efficiently. I didn't start out wanting to be a criminal. Initially, I was just a guy with a knack for planning and problem solving. My skills caught the attention of some very influential people. They saw potential in me that I didn't even see in myself. The money was the first hook. It was good, so good that it was impossible to ignore. Each successful job brought in more cash than I had ever seen, and I found myself getting addicted to the lifestyle it afforded me. There was also the thrill. Every prison break was a high-stakes game of chess, and I was playing against some of the best security systems in the world. Outsmarting a system designed to keep people in gave me a rush like nothing else. It was exhilarating, the ultimate test of my skills. But deeper than that, I think I was drawn to the sense of power it gave me. I could free people from the unbreakable chains of the system, and that made me feel almost invincible. Each successful escape boosted my reputation, turning me into a legend in certain circles. It was intoxicating. The life I was living was dangerous, and the constant risk eventually wore me down. Every job carried the potential for disaster, and I knew it was only a matter of time before my luck ran out. But what really made me stop was the growing realization of the consequences of my actions. One night, after a particularly close call, I couldn't shake the image of the guard's face, the fear and confusion as I knocked him out to ensure our escape. It hit me hard. I was helping dangerous individuals return to the streets, people who would likely continue to commit crimes, hurting more innocent people in the process. The moral weight of what I was doing started to crush me. I also started to see the toll it was taking on me and my team. The stress was constant, the paranoia never-ending. I couldn't trust anyone, always looking over my shoulder, waiting for the moment when everything would come crashing down. We were breaking out a drug lord from a maximum security prison. Everything was going according to plan. We had insiders, a distraction set up, and a clear escape route. But just as we were about to reach the exit, a guard spotted us. In that moment, I had to make a split-second decision. I knocked him out before he could raise the alarm, but it was too close. As we hurried towards our backup escape route through the maintenance tunnels, we hit another snag. The tunnel gate was jammed. We had to use a portable cutting torch, a last resort tool we hoped never to need, to slice through the metal. The process took agonizing minutes, all while alarms blared above us. We finally broke through and emerged in a drainage ditch outside the prison walls, covered in grime but alive. The experience shook me to my core. We came within inches of being caught, and it made me realize how fragile our plans really were. On the other hand, some jobs went off without a hitch. One of the most memorable was breaking out a political prisoner for a corrupt government. They provided us with everything: blueprints, guard schedules, even inside help. We slipped in and out like ghosts. No alarms, no guards, no problems. It was almost too easy, and it paid handsomely. The setup was impeccable. We had real-time access to security cameras, allowing us to monitor guard movements and react in real time. The political prisoner was held in a less secure section of the prison, due to a paperwork oversight, making our job even simpler. We used a maintenance tunnel that had been left unsecured due to ongoing construction. It was a smooth, clean operation, one of the few times everything went perfectly. There were countless other jobs, each with its own challenges. Some required high-tech solutions, like hacking into security systems, to create blind spots in camera coverage. Others were low-tech but required careful timing and coordination. Once, we used a food delivery truck to smuggle out an inmate during a busy mealtime. Another time, we started a riot on one side of the prison to create a diversion. What is interesting is that I learned that no system is foolproof. Every prison has its weaknesses, and every guard has a price. But I also learned that the life of a criminal is filled with constant danger and paranoia. It takes a toll on your heart. Now I'm out and done with that life. I'm sharing this because people deserve to know how easily the system can be manipulated. The scary part is that anyone can be broken out of our corrupt prisons,